From local to national, ZTPMag.com delivers it all. Raw, beautiful, and bold. Go to ZTPMag.com today. Check out info on some of your favorite music, tech, food, and rides.
ZTP Mag has it all. I mean, seriously, where else am I going to get that kind of info? Plus, it's all free at the touch of a finger on all my devices. It's like the people working for the mag understand what their viewers want and the importance of involving them.
You heard the lady.
Get over to ZTPMag.com.
I get things cooking, you stare, you...
How long your drama?
Don't you dare change that station. You're listening to Columbus's newest radio program.
Sweet mother of God, what is the holdup?
This is the Sunday Morning Meltdown with your hosts, Anthony Ant-Man Schaefer, Josh, and the intern Siobhan, exclusively on MusicFamiliaProductions.com.
Oh, good morning, Music Familia. What's going on? Welcome to Sunday Morning Meltdown. We are waking up cold this morning in Columbus, Ohio. Hopefully you guys are having a warmer day than we are. We woke up this morning and there's a little bit of snow on the ground and we just seem to be having some ice and all kinds of fun stuff, man. But you know what? The one thing that I love about Columbus is all you gotta do is wait 5 minutes if you don't like the weather. And so everybody's waking up this morning, and it's been a rough week over here at Sunday Morning Meltdown. We've had a lot to do. We've had lots of new clients coming in, and we've had a few things that we've had to address, and we're going to be addressing those later this afternoon. Siobhan is on her way into the studio this morning. She got a late start with the baby. I guess the baby's teething, so she was up late with the baby all night. So that always makes for an interesting time. So we're going to be talking love news today, horoscopes. We're going to have a whole bunch of this, a whole bunch of that. You guys are going to have your opportunity to weigh in on some of the topics that we're going to have live on the show. We're live all the way till 10 o'clock this morning, MusicFamiliaProductions.com. You guys can go over there directly to the website and hit play and subscribe to the channel right from the website. You can be part of the action. We're going to have douchebag criminals. We're going to have horoscopes and a whole lot more. And, you know, it never ceases to amaze me, man, when we break into new subjects and new terrains. There's always somebody who has something to say about it, you know, and it's fine if you're gonna be hey, check it out, sponsored by Starbucks. Oh no, I mean, you know, if you ever have an opportunity to, you know, talk about something, you know, I think it's important that you involve everybody, and so that's what we're trying to do. We're involving anybody and everybody that's part of it. So this morning we are live on Instagram, and so everybody who's hanging out with us on Instagram, man, live right now, thank you guys for joining us. And we are live over at MusicFamiliaProductions.com. You guys can go right over there, click subscribe, and be part of the action. And you guys can slide right into all that fun stuff right there. So we have some brand new douchebag criminals today. We got some horoscopes. We got some love news. We got a couple of topics we're going to talk about regarding, you know what? Professionalism is one thing that we have to be able to maintain in this industry. And when you reach out particularly to become a potential client or potential anything, you have to make sure that your professionalism is on point. Make sure you're, you know, not talking out your ass. And, you know, in the last week, we had a couple of new clients reach out to us. And, you know, we went, now, so this is something that we do before we, It's something that we do before we get into doing any business with any clients. We typically review their profile. I think it's important to do your homework before you just jump in bed with anybody. So what we do is we go and we find the websites, we find the Instagrams, the Facebook Lives, and we find all the stuff.
Hey, there we go.
What's
hey,
going
everybody.
on, Siobhan?
Sorry, had to run and get Starbucks was dragging ass this morning. The baby's teething real bad, and she didn't like the off-brand Tylenol that I got, trying to be, a healthy mom, get her the good stuff without any crap in it. And so I had to go get new stuff this morning and get caffeine for us as well. So sorry about being late, guys.
Crazy, man. So anyway, we're live on Instagram. Good morning, Music Familia. Thank you guys for joining us on Instagram and on Facebook Live and musicfamiliaproductions.com. We're a little bit of everywhere this morning. We're spread out.
It's all kinds of fun.
Well, we're spread out. We just don't have our legs spread, thank God. Thank God.
Not open like 7-Eleven.
Not open like 7-Eleven. No, not at all. So anyway, when we review, when we have new clients at MFP, we review profiles, and
we don't just review profiles though. Like, you should be more specific. Like, we in depth review you because you become a representation of us.
Right.
And so if there are things that we do not promote with our business, then we're going to shut you down and we're going to tell you, hey, you're not professional enough. We can't work with you.
Well, here's what happened, and I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put it out there because this is what I do, man. I bring it to the people, and I leave it with them 100%. So when you're conducting yourself in the music industry, I understand that there's a certain level of like fluff or I'm hard, I'm tough, I'm cool, I'm relevant, I'm important. But one thing that you have to keep in mind when you're doing something like that, you have to keep in mind what your future fan base or potential clients or potential people are going to want to see from you. And I guess we'll just put it out there. So when you open up when you create a page and you're reaching out and you reach out to a business and say, hey, I want to work with you. I need advice on how to make my stuff better. We review your stuff and we give you advice, free advice, by the way. We gave free advice to a potential client.
Yeah.
We reviewed the potential client.
So I spent an hour on the phone with this potential client. Like, this is really kind of like a thing with me because they specifically reached out to speak to me.
Right.
And so it really does irritate me a little bit because I spent an hour of what should have been my family time with you on the phone, giving you advice, telling you what you needed to do to get to where you wanted to be from what you were telling me.
I was surprised because you even talked to her outside of business hours.
I did.
She told me.
I did. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And my husband can be witness because I sat there with him in the room on speakerphone because, well, quite frankly, my Bluetooth died and I just didn't want to hold the phone because I was trying to eat dinner too. Like, I had just made a plate of dinner when this person called. And so pre-context to that, they had reached out like 2-3 months prior. I sent them a message back, which I was a little delayed in getting back to them because of issues with our emails. But as soon as I got the email, I replied. I let them know, hey, get a hold of me, let me know. And I even reached out on Facebook after that as well. And I said, this is my number. I think we should speak on the phone, not through messaging or text, because it seems like you have a lot of ideas and I want to make sure I have everything correct. Almost 2 months later, I finally got a reply past okay, thanks. Just for context. So I spent an hour on the phone with this person. I gave them every piece of advice they needed to be able to get where they wanted to be. During the conversation, it was clear that they didn't necessarily want to put in the work that was going to be needed because of their reactions to things I was saying and things like that. And also that they really had no idea what they were in for if they really wanted to make their dream come true. So I gave them this advice. They wanted to make me a moderator or an admin on their page, to which I very politely bowed out and said, no, this is your page, not mine.
Thank God you didn't.
In a nice way.
Thank God you didn't.
I told them basically if they update their page the way I said, let me know, send me a message, and I'll go take a look and say, if there's anything that I can add pointer-wise that I would. But I didn't want to be an admin because I already have 4 pages I'm an admin on, and it's just too much. And that was my nice way of saying, run your own shit. So then
Siobhan, run your own shit.
I told you, I'm heated on this one. So then the next day, they go and they do a video. Now, mind you,
Hold on real quick. Good morning, Rocky XTV.
Hey, man.
Good morning, Charlie Evans. Thank you for coming and joining us on musicfamiliaproductions.com. Good morning, Instagram. What's going on, everybody out there? Thank you guys for joining us. You guys listening to Sunday Morning Meltdown all the way till 10 a.m. Okay,
so I go on the next day because I follow up and I check and I see. And so this person had started doing things on their page to start to move in the direction, and I go to their personal page because I had gotten a message from you, Ant-Man, that said something about being tagged in a video. So I go and find this video. Okay. This is where the problem lies. The entire video was extremely unprofessional from point one when you start the video. You're trying to promote your page and talk about what you've got going on, and you start the video off with some Facebook emoji crap like you find on Instagram with lightning and fire in your eyes. That's not professional.
And a joint in your mouth.
And pretty positive from the look of it, it was a joint in your mouth. Whether it was a joint or not, the perception was that it was a joint. It looked like a joint. And then you picked up a cigarette after that. So, again, also unprofessional. You're trying to promote your business and what you want to become. You don't want to be smoking. What if a 13-year-old girl is watching you because she loves what you're doing, and then she sees you smoking? You've just promoted 13-year-old smoking.
Yeah.
Whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
Your ashtray was full of cigarette butts, absolutely disgusting.
Right.
The area of which you're doing your work was absolutely filthy. There were clothes on the floor. I get, like,
Fiery Lioness on Instagram says, "You go, sister."
I get, having your workspace, but if you're going to do a video to promote your business and what you want to do and tell people, hey, big changes are coming, then you need to clean up your workspace and make it very professional in that sense.
If you're going to
cigarette
butt ashtray,
set them off to the side out of the camera view.
Yeah.
That's your prerogative. If you want to smoke, that's fine. You're an adult. However, you shouldn't be smoking in your video trying to promote what you're doing.
Right.
And furthermore, you should know how your phone works and operates. You should have your phone charged up so you don't have to be restricted by your phone cable. There were many, many issues with this video, including
how many of us have started a Facebook Live video? And I just want to ask, how many of us have started videos or seen videos that people start and it takes them 10 damn minutes to talk about what they started? Like, they're just sitting there,
kind of fucking around, making nonsense, waiting for people to join. Oh, there's only 2 people. I'm waiting a little bit longer. Like, this happened too. So then finally gets to the point where this person is talking about what they're doing, and they falsify the conversation we had by saying that they have a new promotion backer.
Oh, no, it gets better.
A new promoter. And then this was my point where I was like, okay, we're done. They say musicproductions.com or musicfamilia.com.
Not even, no.
Yeah, it was musicfamilia.com, not musicfamiliaproductions.com. musicfamilia.com is what the person said in the video. My new promoter, musicfamilia.com. Okay. First and foremost, we talked nothing about promoting you. We said that once you got your shit together and we were satisfied with the quality of it, we would help drive traffic to your page. No way in which is that promoting. That's just pushing people to say, hey, go look at this page. That you might like this. Yeah. That's not promoting.
Right.
And there's no partnership there. Secondly, if you're going to work with a business, you should probably know what the fuck they're called.
Right.
And you should get it right and not say it wrong twice, 3 times in a video.
The bottom line is that if you're gonna be in the industry, if you're gonna be professional, if you're gonna talk about wanting to be involved, first of all, know your client. Secondly, don't have you have to be prepared, so you have all your make sure you know that the phone's charged. Make sure you have all the things you need. Make sure that everything is laid out in front of you. If you don't know, ask. There's so many things.
And that was what really irritated me, because I took the night and I decided, to take the night and collect my thoughts so that I was professional in my response. And I even, I sent it to you, Ant-Man. I was like, hey, this is what I'm going to send. What's your thoughts? Does this work? Is there anything you want me to take out or add? And you said, no, that's perfect.
Okay.
And so I went ahead and sent the message through Facebook because that was how the best communication had happened so far. And so I sent the message stating that basically due to the lack of professionalism and many other issues, and I explained to them that we collectively as a company decided that we were no longer going to help or back this person. To which I get a message back specifically and solely focused on the one thing that I specifically pointed out, which was the joint in her mouth, because I said we do not promote drug use in our company. No matter what it is.
I don't care. I
don't care if you smoke weed. But if we're promoting you, if we're pushing you, if we're helping you, you're not going to smoke weed in anything you do.
Look, the bottom line is
you can do it on your personal time.
We have multiple clients that we deal with. We have clients all over the world that tune into our podcast, and we have people all over the world that are part of what we do. And not a single one of them they might smoke weed, they might do whatever, they snort
don't do
lines
it
off
in
of their
videos.
Desk. They might snort lines off of their desk. Who gives a shit? I don't care about your personal life. But when you're affecting my potential business and you're a reflection of what we're doing, we can't have you running around doing that shit. Now, here's the thing. I would have been totally fine with it if this person would have fired back. No, would have fired back, hey, okay, cool, sorry.
Right.
Fucked up, like, whatever. Like, what do I need to do better?
What can I do to fix this?
Anything. So this person goes ahead and fires back. Not even a week. Like 8 days later.
They sent something back that day and said, well, it wasn't a joint, it was a cigarette I broke, and blah, 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 sob story, this and that. And then after a reply from me stating, okay, I don't care if it was a joint or not, that's not really the point. The point is you were very unprofessional, you did things, and you falsified what we talked about. And the response was, well, I was excited and this and that. And when I didn't reply because I felt the conversation was over, then I get a new message that says, well, I'm just going to delete my page and be done with it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, fast forward 8 days.
A whole week later from the original conversation.
It took this person 8 days to get the testicular fortitude to send a message back. This person sends a message, but this person doesn't send a message. This person tags, of all people, me on social media. Doesn't tag you, tags me.
Well, to be clear, because of the issues and because of the repetitive messaging, because there were more than just one message sent after mine last message, I actually unfriended this person. I unliked their page and I moved their messages over.
You did what you needed to do
because I don't need it to be coming up again.
Well, and let's be clear here. Like anything that we deal with, we have a team of people, and it doesn't just go to one person. It goes to everybody because we're all a team and we don't keep anybody out of the loop. All right. And so this person directly tagged me on social media thinking that they're going to throw you under the bus.
Right.
And
put a rift between us.
Put a huge gap between me and you. Like, they're going to cause an argument. Like, hey, Ant-Man, Siobhan didn't want to take my business, and I'm all upset about it, and this is how I feel about it. Dude, grow the fuck up.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't look. The bottom line is you don't go to social media and flip, change, manipulate, and change the story. You don't. You just fucking don't. And when you go to social media, you make sure that you spell the shit right.
Right.
Like,
which was another thing
makes me so mad, dude. And, Rocky X is asking me about what video I'm talking about. So this video didn't even make it to social media, dude. I cut that shit down.
We both, as soon as we had seen it, we both untagged ourselves from it because it was totally inappropriate. We were never asked if we could be tagged. We were never asked if it was okay to mention us. it was all, oh my God, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And no, honey, you're not, because you didn't fucking listen to the advice I gave. Because I told her in that hour-long conversation,
Yep.
I specifically, and I told her in the last message I sent, I was like, look, over the course of our conversation, I gave you all the information you need to make what you want to happen. I wish you the best of luck. And that was the last message I sent. And I did. I told her exactly what she needed to do. I told her exactly how she needed to start to progress toward what she wanted to do. And the reality of it is that she has a major roadblock. The person that she is with and choosing to spend her life with does not support her. So that's her first and major roadblock. And the reality was, after talking to her, I realized that that's never going away because she will not leave that person. That was
Right.
clear. They've been together way too long. They have way too much history. And I understand, like, when you love somebody no matter what the bullshit. I get it. Because I got that with my husband. I want to stab him in the dick sometimes, but I fucking love him and I'll never leave him.
Right.
But
Right. You know,
I don't have a problem looking at him and going, no, motherfucker, I'm doing this whether you want to or not.
Right. Right. you know, my thing is, you know, long story short, man, and I'm not going to spend the whole show going off on this topic, but all I'm going to say furthermore is if you want to conduct business, if you want to be involved in business, be professional, have your shit together, make sure that you are spelling the proper names of things right, make sure that you're telling the story the
Use
way it
common
happened.
sense.
Like, don't try to manipulate, don't try to lie, and don't try to change your way out of the whole subject. Like, oh,
Don't
no,
throw,
that
don't
didn't
throw
happen.
glitter on the truth to make it more shiny.
In a world full of screenshots, don't be the dumbass that said, "No, that didn't happen."
Right.
No, I love it, dude. I love it. I love it when people are like, "No, I'm like, yeah, dude.
I got the screenshot right here.
Let me show you something." Bam, and then all of a sudden they delete their account.
Right.
They leave altogether. It kills me. You know, and this thing, they reached out to us. This artist reached out to us.
And that's what irritates me the
and
most.
said, you know, how can I better my business? How can I? And we didn't even charge a consulting fee. Usually we charge a consulting fee. That we don't even have that conversation until you pay at least 20% of the consulting fee first.
Right.
And we gave free advice.
I did it as a favor, as a kind gesture.
You guys gave advice for free. And then got shit on for giving free advice because they didn't like the advice.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck did you ask for?
If you're going to ask for advice and you don't like it, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Another topic before we get into other stuff here. I want one other topic. So last weekend I did the we did the conversation about the Alros Villa security.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
we're going to talk about this, are we?
Yeah, and
boy.
A representative from the Al Rosa Villa messaged me privately.
Keyboard warrior.
And told me that they didn't like the non-truths that I talked about the Al Rosa Villa security and the lack thereof.
So this is my question. Did they send that to everybody that was on the show commenting
No.
and chiming in, or was it just you
It was
out of
just
spite?
me. It was just me. I got a private message instead of like coming to me. This person has my personal phone number. This person
They know where you live.
This person knows where I live. This person I would consider my friendship or my relationship with this person
a friend.
to be tight to where that they could reach out and be like, "Hey,
I didn't appreciate this.
I didn't like that, you know, but I get I get why or I get how." Instead, I get a private message from this person, and this private message states that I spoke non-truths, and that if I wanted to get anything taken care of, I could have went ahead and brought it to everybody's attention. Here's the thing. It has been brought to everybody's attention. People do talk. It has been brought to everybody's attention. The reason why I brought it to the show is because nobody was listening to the people that were talking. So, guess what? Now you're listening. Now you hear. Now you know. So deal with it.
Right.
You know?
Don't bitch, just fix it.
They got mad at me and said that's not a way to conduct. You shouldn't. Let me go. Hold on. No, hold on. I'm gonna go. We're gonna find it.
Exact words.
Yeah, we're gonna go exact words. You want to do this? We'll do this. So, A lot of non-truths about our security at the El Rosa. Not quite professional to speak about the venue that you're trying to work with, man. Some things need to be addressed, yes, and we're doing that. But if you guys had some issues, I wish you would have brought it up to owner of club or someone at the venue instead of podcasting it, honestly. So here's the deal. From what I understand and from the people that I've talked to, it has been brought to the attention. People did talk about it. It's a well-known, documented fact. There's Facebook groups all over social media that are talking about it. There are friends, clients, people that work with us that are like, man.
Well, and that was clear from just us talking about it because you saw all the people that chimed in. I mean, Larry Trimmer specifically called into the show to talk about it.
Right.
Because he is there on a constant basis. Every single CEG show, he is at the El Rosa. So who better to know if this shit goes on?
And we had a surprise listener chime in too. That I didn't expect to even be listening to the show, but when she chimed in, she said, "Yeah, depending on how provocative I dress, depends on if I even get searched or not." Excuse me, what?
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me, hold on a minute. So you're telling me that if there was female security and I dress sexy and I show my good leg, I should get in for free. I shouldn't even get searched, right? Right. No. So here's the thing. My biggest thing was, and I want to clear it all right now. Yeah, I did say that there was lazy security. Yeah, I did say that. But I didn't say anything about how bad I didn't say anything negative about the venue. I didn't say anything about the shows. The only thing that I said was that the security could do better.
Right.
And I pointed out where they could do better. And I got thrown under the bus again by somebody who wanted to be a keyboard warrior instead of call me and be like, hey, man, you know? So it showed me exactly where I stand with that person.
Right.
So that's fine. You know, I get that. But the bottom line is I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm not going to, you know, if some of my friends and people that go to the show feel unsafe or feel like they're not doing their job, then maybe I don't want to do business with that venue anyway. You know?
Right.
And that's how I feel about that. You know? I mean, I look, the bottom line is I put a spotlight on the issue, which is my job to do. Okay? I put a big-ass spotlight on the issue, and said person didn't like the spotlight that I put on the issue. Which is fine. You don't have to like it, but I'm not gonna, I didn't lie, because I have a hole full of witnesses, and
right.
I have, dude, there was like 5 people here that were listening to the whole thing, that saw from start to finish. My question is, did you hear the whole show, or did you just hear what you wanted to hear?
Right.
Or just hear the part out of it that you didn't like?
Well, it's that selective hearing. It's like a child. I only hear what I want to hear. Oh, Mom said I can have a cookie? Okay, I heard that. Mom said I have to go to bed. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear that.
Right. Anyway, you know, I got tired. I just wanted to bring that up because, you know, I want to clear the air because I don't want there to be any drama. Like, there's no bullshit, no drama.
And that concludes this session of Ant-Man and Siobhan Rants.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got some new stuff today for you guys, man. It's going to be fucking awesome. So Trump turns on the FBI over the school shooting this week.
God, I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to be talking about this. An ISIS flag replaces the American flag in a Utah high school with graffiti warnings of potential terror attacks coming in the next couple weeks. We're going to talk about that as well. We got some, I don't know if you guys are keeping up with the Black Panther movie, but Black Panther star Michael B. Jordan calls Kendrick Lamar the voice of the people. This is a new exclusive out this morning. And so we got some love news, we got horoscopes, we got a bunch of fun stuff for you guys. Make sure you guys go over to musicfamiliaproductions.com. You guys can join in the action right there, be part of the show. And if you guys want, you guys can subscribe to our channel right there on musicfamiliaproductions.com. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors, man. Rocky X TV, Photo Nation AP, good morning, everybody. Larry Trimmer from Lynette's Country Barbecue. Thank you for chiming in, man, this morning. Everybody in the morning group, what's going on? Charlie and Rocky X hanging out with us live. Photo Nation should be waking up pretty soon.
Any day now.
So what do you got for us, Siobhan?
Well, of course, I have a couple of douchebag criminals. I do have some information about the massacre that happened at the school, and information about what they're saying as far as that. Actually, this one's a little short one, so we'll just do this now. So there's a gun show that was near the site of where the attack happened, and allegedly the assailant's weapon came from there. I hate using words like killer and murderer. Like, I realize that's what he is. It's just, it's that whole news thing. Like, that's the wow factor, and I don't need to do that.
Shock and awe.
Yeah, I don't need the shock and awe. Like, we already were shocked and awed by it. That was enough. So the AR-15 assault, the assault rifle used in last week's Florida school shooting massacre, remained a weapon of choice at Saturday's gun show held in Hollywood, Florida on Saturday, less than an hour's drive from the slaughter. What would not selling the gun have done? Dealer Will McDowell asked of the AR-15 used to murder 17 people in Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. If he had a knife, would you regulate the knife or the person standing behind it? Asked McDowell, one of the more than dozens dealers selling the model. Nicholas Cruz, 19, had legally purchased his AR-15 from a licensed dealer upon turning 18, officials said. I don't believe that any law that they would have had added would have deterred what happened, said shopper Joe Arrington, 29. I think a lot of agencies didn't do their job. So this actually provokes another point. So I saw it on the news last night about a group, and I don't actually remember the name of the group, but it's basically Mothers Against Gun Violence, more or less.
Yeah, I saw the same report you did.
So basically, ignorance. So this mom gets on TV in front of the camera, and she's like, well, we really need to start being more aware of, people who are buying guns and making sure they're buying them appropriately and legally and policing how they're bought, basically. I'm sorry, did you not hear the part where he was legally allowed to buy the gun and legally bought the gun?
Did you hear the part where they said it only took 5 minutes for him to pick that up and walk out with it?
Did you not hear the part where he was 19 years old and bought the gun himself?
Yeah.
Really?
I think the whole news story was uncalled for.
Yeah.
Like the whole point that they were talking of, like these parents.
And of all the people to have and put, I think they almost kind of did it on purpose. Like, hey, these people are ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's the same as this. Like, never before would they have not sold an AR-15. So just because this happens, you think they shouldn't sell them? It's kind of like in the Las Vegas shooting with the bump stock.
The thing about it, like, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody hanging out with us on Instagram, man. Good morning and welcome to the show. We have the Man in Black hanging out with us and Fiery Lioness live in the Instagram with us. And Rocky XTV and Charlie Evans hanging out with us as well.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
I own an AR-15. I even have my concealed carry, but I'm not running around
shooting people,
shooting up schools and making threats. And I'm not posting on my Instagram or my Facebook page of all my guns and knives and stuff like that. Speaking of that, man, it cracks me up. It cracks me up when I go to, like, Instagram, for instance. Like, we're using Instagram right now, and when we scroll through the Facebooks or the Instagrams and you see somebody's tax returns with their 9mm sitting on the bed.
Right.
It's like a wad of cash.
Right.
Like, bitch, I know it's tax season. Shut the fuck up. Like,
right.
What?
Right.
And or the dudes who think they're hard, because they keyboard warrior a lot, and they're like, yeah, check this out. Like, wow, I'm hardcore. Rah. Like, yeah, no, dude, you're a bitch behind a screen. Like, I know people. I know people that have more hardness in their pinky.
Right.
Like,
And they won't even use a gun to show it.
and they won't use a gun. Yeah.
They can stab you 16 or kill you 16 ways with a pencil.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I know people like that. You
You
ain't
know-
got nothing.
Something I just people need to be more wiser about what they're posting and what they're talking about. And if you're gonna talk, if you're gonna do anything, make sure you've done your research, make sure you've done your homework, make sure you know what you're talking about. This goes hand in hand with your story, Siobhan. Trump turned on the FBI over the school shooting after a criticism from the survivors. Fort Lauderdale, U.S. President Trump, obviously, our president, doesn't really care. Or maybe it's not that he doesn't care. Maybe he's just paying attention to other things. U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday said that the FBI was so caught up in the Russia probe that it failed to heed signs which could have prevented the Parkland school shooting. His comments came as he faces criticism from the survivors of the attack over his ties to the powerful National Rifle Association, and after several thousand rallied in Florida to demand urgent action on gun control. Very sad that the FBI missed all of many signals sent out by the Florida school shooter. This is not acceptable, he wrote on Twitter. And this is another avid keyboard warrior that I would love to just take his social media power away, because it's not like he deserves to have it. They're spending too much time trying to prove Russia's collusion with the Trump campaign. There's no collusion. Get back to basics and make us all proud. U.S. authorities have come under mounting scrutiny for failing to act on a series of warning signs ahead of the massacre. You know, the biggest thing that everybody needs to realize is that the FBI admitted Friday it received a chilling warning in January from a tipster who said the gunman Nicholas Cruz could be planning a mass shooting. January.
Mm-hmm.
And the agents failed to follow up. But the attack, the 18th school shooting this year alone, has also renewed calls for greater gun control, with several survivors leading the charge. One of them, 18-year-old Emma Gonzalez, delivered a fiery address to a crowd of students, parents, and residents in Fort Lauderdale. To every politician taking donations from the NRA, shame on you. She thundered, assailing Trump over the multi-million-dollar support his campaign received from the gun lobby. The crowd chanted in turn, shame on you. So, you know, so you're telling me that all the good people, all the sane people that have firearms have to turn theirs in because of a few bad ones? Is that what you're saying? I just want to know.
Yeah, I mean...
I just want to know. I just want to be clear.
That's kind of...
I'm going to go to Instagram right here, Fire Lioness. It depends on how people choose to use the firearms, and it's the people that are responsible. The Man in Black 34 says, love your kids, pay attention to them, pick up odd behavior, and show your kids how to properly and safely use guns.
Right. I mean, that's what it really comes down
that.
to.
I second that.
Yeah. You have to, if you're going to have a gun, you have to have gun safety. And if you are just getting a gun because you want to get a gun, well, you shouldn't have a gun.
Rocky X, you own an AR and you admitted it. The ATF is going to show up now. LOL.
I know, right?
Rocky X, if the man is listening, I don't own any firearms other than a musket. You know, I don't know, man. Have you guys...
I mean, it's... Yeah, do you realize how many people have guns that have no documentation? Like, I know for a fact that my grandparents have, like... Well, my grandfather specifically has several guns that he got over in Korea that nobody knows he has. Like, but he's responsible, you know? He grew up around guns. He was in the Army. He has respect for guns. So him having them, whatever. Are you going to say that he can't have them?
You know, every time that I think we all, those of us who own firearms at a point or another, have done something, not saying mess around with it loaded, but I'm saying, you know, there's pre-taught education And I think all of us have, like, once in a while, like, made, oh, shit, I forgot. Like, you know, there's something that you forget as a gun owner. I've never looked down the barrel loaded. I've never cleaned it while being loaded. There's a lot of I've nevers.
Right.
When it comes to
only,
firearms for me.
The only thing I can say I've ever done that, and it is actually still a mystery to me how it even happened. I'm almost like, I still don't know. So I actually lost the magazine out of my gun. And
oh, that's embarrassing.
So, yeah,
I can't believe you admitted that on air.
I will, because I don't give a shit. # don't give a shit. So my gun is a super light gun. I have the Walther CCP. For anybody who knows guns, it's a super light gun. Even with the magazine, it doesn't change it that much. And the way that I carry it, the weight, like half the time I check to make sure it's still there because I don't feel it. Because of how it sits. So I got home one night and I took my gun out of my holster and I laid it on the table. And when I laid it on my night table, I was like, well, what the fuck? Because the magazine was missing. So I looked everywhere. I looked at my grandparents. I thought maybe I like hit the release when I set it up there, you know, and took it off when I'm up there. Couldn't find it. So the only conclusion I can come to is that somehow I caught it on something hard enough to actually rip the magazine out of it. That's the only thing I can think, but I never heard it drop or anything. So I have no idea what happened to it. But that is the only time I can say that I was ever irresponsible with my gun. That's the closest I come.
Wow.
Yeah. You gonna take my gun now too?
So, right here, the man in black, 34. I own an AR-15, but I'm not an idiot. My dad showed me how to properly use guns. I was loved as a kid, and I wasn't one of those kids left alone doing taxidermy in my grandma's basement at 9 years old. Fire Linus says, as long as we can use it with wisdom and not kill, it's okay. But if you just get a firearm just to use it for irresponsible reasons, they should not get one.
Exactly. But, I mean, the same goes for anything. You know, if
It's
you buy a
hard to-
machete to buy a machete, that's fine. If you buy a machete to go kill a restaurant full of people, that's not fine.
Rocky XTV, he says, my holster hits the mag release every now and then. Dropped out a couple times. It's happened to all of us.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, you know, my thing is I just, you know, for all these idiots that are running around, there's like 9 to 10 good ones.
Right.
So, you know, my thing is, and I use this term endearingly, I really do. All my friends that are listening, like, fuck you, you're an asshole. But you know what? Like, because I'm a concealed carry owner, there are places I just won't go. There are places I just won't go because they don't allow me to carry, even concealed carry.
Right.
You know, so like like Chipotle, for instance. I won't go to Chipotle anymore because they don't even have a sign.
They don't have a sign, but they got no qualms about having the manager go, you can't be here with that.
Yeah, in fact, if one of the restaurant people feels endangered, they'll just flat out tell you, we're not going to serve you. They'll just deny you service. And I think that's bullshit. If I'm standing in line and then all of a sudden you look over the counter and you're nervous, you better make my burrito a little fucking faster then.
Right. I've been standing here waiting halfway through my burrito being made, and now suddenly you realize I have a gun, so now you have a problem?
Yeah, right.
I've been standing here for 10 minutes in line, not doing anything except for waiting on my fucking Chipotle, and now you're telling me I can't have my Chipotle because I have a gun?
What cracks me up is while they're busy looking and focusing on getting your gun out of there, they put guacamole on your order and you didn't ask for guacamole.
Right.
You're like, hey, no.
You can still have your food, but you have to leave once you have it.
Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Concealed carry owner, I want no guacamole on my burrito. Like, I don't know. I think gun control is important. I think
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to take away from it. I'm just saying, man, like.
And furthermore, I'm not necessarily saying either that maybe they shouldn't make the process of getting a gun a little tougher. I mean, literally, and granted, I have no record at all. Like, I have traffic tickets. That was it. So, I mean, I got approved and I got my gun the day I went in to get my gun.
Goody for you. No,
but, you know, I mean, yeah. So in a sense, maybe they should make it more complicated. Maybe there should be more to it. Maybe, they should do some kind of, mental assessment or something.
Anything,
but
really.
That's a whole like black or gray area when you get to that, because mental issues are typically kept confidential because it's between you and your doctor, and so then that's that whole infringing on your rights and your privilege, so it just makes it complicated. And the reality is that people need to be more aware. If someone shouldn't have a gun has a gun, fucking call the cops and report them.
Yeah.
And do it until somebody comes and takes it away.
I mean, the thing is, make sure you do your homework, though, when you call the cops, because sometimes there's been some people calling the cops and getting the law involved. And really, honestly, there was a recent thing on the news. I don't know if everybody saw it, but basically somebody was paranoid that somebody had a gun, so they called the cops and basically ended up getting that person killed.
Right.
Because they didn't have the proper information when they called to make the report. And they just said they have a bunch of guns, so the SWAT team showed up. And the person actually, and this is in the news, I'll make sure I share it on our page. I'll try to find it today, and I'll post it up on our page. But basically, somebody, it's called swatting, where somebody will report a crime that's not really happening. The cops show up because they're there to do their job, and they do their job just too damn good.
Right.
And this person actually ended up costing them their life. And the person that called the police actually got life in prison, manslaughter charges for falsely reporting the crime and getting the person killed all in the process. Crazy, man. Rocky X, he said, we went into a furniture store and had them get like $3,500 worth of stuff from the back. Then when we told them we changed our minds because you deny my right to protect myself, we did this on purpose.
So I just found this. Apparently, bulletproof backpack sales are rising in the aftermath of this school shooting. So I'm not actually going to read the story here on air, but I will throw it up there on our Sunday Morning Meltdown and my Siobhan page for anybody who wants to go and take a look. It's a short story, but I just caught the headline of it and it caught my attention. So.
Yeah. So what else we got going on this morning, Siobhan? We got some love news, huh?
Yes, we do. And
horoscopes.
Of course, horoscopes. We're about due for a commercial break, aren't we?
We are.
Gotta pay some bills.
Yep. We're going to pay some bills
do those
here.
when we come back then.
Yep. So we'll do horoscopes and some love news. High School High as well. We're going to be talking about High School High. You guys saw the new show on A&E called High School High. Pretty interesting show.
No, Undercover High School.
Undercover High. High School High.
Undercover High, yeah.
Undercover High. I was looking right at it, too. Damn.
Did you not sleep last night?
No, I did not. I did not sleep well last night. According to my sleep app, I only got like 4% or like 40% or something.
Yeah, me too.
Crazy.
Yay, crappy sleep buddies.
Yeah, right. All right, we're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back after this, guys.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
Honest, ethical, creative, and innovative. That's what you get from the experts at Landscape Design Solutions. Springtime is around the corner, and it's time to get your yard and garden back to prime condition. Or if you want the exterior of your home that will wow the neighbors, they've got you covered. Landscape Design Solutions specializes in patio installation and repair, walkways, wood decks, fire pits, and much, much more. The winter can leave behind damaged grass and plants, so refine them with lawn fertilization, tree and plant care, mowing, and irrigation installation.
We love having the family over to grill out in our new beautiful patio, and the kids are always excited about the wide open yard. The best investment we've ever made.
So if it's transforming your yard or renovating your landscape, see landscapedesignSolution.com to view beautiful projects they have designed. Or call Jeff and Jacob at 614-632-7737. Again, that's 614-632-7737 for all they have to offer. Landscape Design Solutions, taking a concept and turning it into reality.
If parts are missing from your lawn care items or your parts need replaced, Rotary Corp is the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts. With qualified dealers in the area, they can provide the parts you need to help keep your lawn beautiful. You can find Rotary by visiting their Not Just Grass dealer at 2034 Williams Road by calling 614-497-1756 or their online catalogs at shop.rotary.com. Rotary Corp, the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts.
Honest, ethical, creative, and innovative. That's what you get from the experts at Landscape Design Solutions. Springtime is around the corner, and it's time to get your yard and garden back to prime condition. Or if you want the exterior of your home that will wow the neighbors, they've got you covered. Landscape Design Solutions specializes in patio installation and repair, walkways, wood decks, fire pits, and much, much more. The winter can leave behind damaged grass and plants, so refine them with lawn fertilization, tree and plant care, mowing, and irrigation installation.
We love having the family over to grill out in our new beautiful patio, and the kids are always excited about the wide open yard. The best investment we've ever made.
So if it's transforming your yard or renovating your landscape, see landscapedesignSolution.com to view beautiful projects they have designed. Or call Jeff and Jacob at 614-632-7737. Again, that's 614-632-7737 for all they have to offer. Landscape Design Solutions, taking a concept and turning it into reality.
Have you been seeking furniture to replace your old ones? Well, look no further. Payless Furniture and Mattress carries all Ashley furniture at the lowest prices in town. Sofas and love seats starting at $5.99. Four-piece bedroom suites starting at $3.99, which includes headboard, rails, dresser, and mirror. Queen mattress and box starting at $189 with 5-year warranty. No credit check. However, bring in 30-day printout of bank statement. Must be a recent pay stub. A voided check. If you don't have a voided check, bank verification forms will do. 90 days same as cash, as well as layaway and finance. Payless Furniture and Mattress is located at 5139 East Main Street, Columbus, Ohio 43213. Again, 5139 East Main Street, Columbus, Ohio 43213. Or you can call them at 614-866-9755. Again, that number is 614-866-9755. So get in your vehicles and come see us at Payless Furniture and Mattress. Store hours are Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 7:30. Sundays, 12 to 5.
Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Meltdown. What's going on, Music Familia? Well, you guys are hanging out with us all the way till 10 o'clock this morning. I want to give a huge shout out to my little sister. She's tuning in this morning with us on Facebook Live. What's going on, Andrew? How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good morning. And let's see, my little sister's in there. Justin Ard's waking up with us, man. Hope everybody is having a great morning.
Good morning, all.
I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Rocky X TV, Photo Nation AP,
making us look sexy.
TheFetishCartel.net.
Do we know when we're getting our box?
No, I'm in touch with them. They're going to be mailing out our box of gifts and goodies in the next couple weeks.
Awesome.
So it's going to be pretty
I'm excited
awesome.
for that. I'm hoping there's a big black dick I can smack you in. Just reach across the table.
So she says, I love you guys. Love you too. What's going on, Stephanie Cross? Good morning to you. So
it's horoscope time.
It is. So anybody who's listening, put in your birthday, put down your date of birth or your month or whatever it is.
Your month and day, or if you know what your sign is, what your sign is.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what your sign is. We'll read your horoscope live on the show. Good morning, Ray. How's it going, man? Hope you're having a great good morning.
So for those of you with a birthday today, here is your horoscope.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yes, and happy birthday. Opposing aspirations will pull you in different directions over the coming 12 months, and somehow you must find ways to satisfy both your personal needs and your professional ambitions. You can have it all, but you will need to make sacrifices too.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
Better than mine last week. Marilyn says she's an Aries.
All right. So for Marilyn and the fellow Aries, the sun enters the most sensitive area of your chart today. So even if you are the kind of Aries who likes to make a lot of noise, most likely you will be a bit subdued this week. If nothing else, it will give you a chance to catch your breath.
Nice. Good morning, Todd. How's it going, man?
See here, for all my fellow Geminis out there, the sun moves into the career area of your chart today, making you even more ambitious than you usually are. You can accomplish great things now, but they are more likely to be permanent if you plan carefully before you take action. I gotta send this to my mom because she's really trying to get a new job going, and that's perfect because her and I are both Geminis. So, Mama, if you're listening, there it is. You gotta just be patient.
Right, right. And that's all to those guys too that are premature ejaculators. Be careful, guys. You'll shoot your eye out before you're ready.
For the Virgos, like Ant-Man, the sun moves into your opposite sign of Pisces today, making the halfway point of your solar year. Take some time this week to look back over the past 6 months and see how far you've come. Then you'll know how far you still have to go.
Jesus.
It's actually pretty decent.
That's so far to go. What's going on, Sheila? Good morning. Hey, Sheila just had a birthday a couple days ago, so happy belated birthday to you, Sheila, and good morning.
Happy birthday.
Charles Evans says May 14th.
May 14th. Okay. Let's see here. So you would be a Taurus. You won't be able to impose your beliefs on other people over the next few days, so don't waste your time trying. It's okay to have strong convictions, but share them only with like-minded people. That way you won't get in so many fights.
Huh. Yeah, so Pisces, turns out Mom's birthday is this week.
Oh.
So.
All right. Well, for her, no matter how many setbacks you have endured of late, the entrance of both the sun and Mercury into your sign today means that the good times are back. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start looking for ways you can make life more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can take that.
Got anybody else asking for theirs?
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see anybody thus far.
Alrighty.
Nope. But if there are, we'll get to them. I guess we'll get to them.
Well, if there are, you can find them on the Siobhan MFP. They're on Facebook as well, and also probably on the Sunday morning. I'm assume when I tag it, it goes there too. So,
we've been watching this show. I don't know if you guys have been checking out this documentary on A&E. It's called Undercover High. And, Siobhan, you want to fill him in a little bit on what, Leo, Maryland, last minute, Leo.
All right, give me 1 second
well,
here.
While you're looking that up. So, we've been checking out this show called Undercover High. It's on A&E. You guys can check it out. It's the next one is on the 20th, which is actually coming up. And you guys will be able to check that out. It's at 10 p.m. on A&E, so find your local listings. You can check it out on A&E. Marilyn says this for the duck, Paul.
Ah, yes. Okay.
And
Leo?
Yeah.
Okay, so Leo. My computer's there we go. Have the confidence to back your hunches. Over the next few weeks, you will be confronted with a number of opportunities, some of them financial, that look promising but also a bit risky. Don't worry, you will gain more than you lose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Undercover High, and like I said, this is now this documentary is what it's like for a teenager today in public schools. A groundbreaking documentary series embeds 7 young adults ranging from age 21 to 26 for a semester in a Kansas high school to look at life between the bells and the halls. Posing as typical students, the participants attend classes, make friends, and join school clubs and activities. They soon discover various challenges and complexities facing the students, from bullying to social media, perversionism, to academic pressure and evolving social standards. The young adults include a former bully, victims of bullying, a teen mom, a youth motivational speaker, a set of siblings, and a teen minister. They're aware of one another. They are unaware of one another. Only school administrators and select members of the community know their true identities and the reason for their stay. Already, this show has started to get some criticism. Undercover High review adults pose as high schoolers in a document series that's not nearly as revolutionary as it sounds. So, you know, for years, the entertainment industry has been trying to figure out a novel way of explaining what high school life is like these days, or really like. Let's use those. Sometimes it comes in a form of generational launching comedy shows, one-season drama, or it's a form of 8-episode fake documentaries about phallic vandalism. But in case of documentary series Undercover High, A&E tries to bring a new spin by filtering the high school experience through the eyes of young adults, enlisting young-looking adults in their early 20s posing as students. This whole document here from IndieWire, this is just posted on IndieWire.com. We're going to share it over on Sunday Morning Meltdown. But I was not too pleased when I saw this. You know, the thing is we're trying to get a better example of it, get an understanding, and I feel like it's a hit and miss with that subject. One, because I don't quite get how having those particular people are going to give them what they want out of it.
Right.
And if you've seen the show, you've seen how they behave and they interact with each other. We've already had one person totally drop out of the show completely.
Right.
What is your take, Siobhan, on Undercover High?
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good thing that they're doing. You're never going to get all perspectives. That's just impossible. But they are getting a wide perspective of what goes on with teens. They're seeing the issues of pregnancy. They're seeing the issues of depression. They're seeing the issues of violence, gun violence specifically. They're seeing the issues of racism and bullying.
Teen pregnancy, for one.
Yeah, I mean, last week's episode was about pregnancy and everybody having baby fever and wanting to have kids. Thank you, 16 and pregnant. You know, like, I do think that it is shedding light on things that need to be shed light on. And I think people are just always going to be critical. That's just human nature, is to be critical of things that you don't like. And I'm sure that it's, you know, something that some parents are like, no, this isn't happening. This can't be happening. And so that's where the pushback comes from. But the reality is it is, obviously. I mean, these students have no idea that these adults are there. And these adults are trying to help these students see that there is potential outside of high school, because some of them have no motivation. You know, the one in particular who is a motivational counselor, he's trying to work with one student in particular to help her find something that actually makes her tick, if you will, so that she does have motivation, because she's constantly falling asleep in class, not showing up to class, things like that. The teen mother is working with another teen mother who never shows up to class hardly at all because she's busy working and taking care of her baby. You know, so, I mean, there are serious issues, and these are things, and even in this school, like, they have a daycare center in this school, and that's something I know that a lot of people will be anti and probably curse me for this, but your kids are having sex at a younger and younger age, and they're getting pregnant at a much younger age. The reality is, to keep them in school, you need to fucking put daycares in schools. Because 90% of parents can't stay home and watch their kid's kid.
Well, you know, the thing is, I think that, you know, this day and age, the parents are so wrapped up in trying to focus on their jobs, everything else that they have to do.
Right. You don't pay as much attention to your kid.
Right. And you know, the kids are getting pregnant so they don't have to go to school because they know that the state will take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if the state or the government were to implement, okay, that's great, you want to be young and have a kid, and that's great, but the moment you stop going to school, we cut all your
funding.
Resources off. You know, I think maybe You know,
but the problem with that is that then they would just become emancipated, and once you're emancipated, you're considered an adult, and then you can just get it again. So there's a loophole.
I don't know. It's one of those things, man. It could definitely...
I think what it really comes down to is that parents need to be more involved in their students and in their kids' lives, and you know, because the teachers and the staff at the school can only do so much. They are only able to be as involved as the children will let them and as the school system will let them. It's not like it was back when my grandfather was going to school where you could get beat with a switch by your teacher. That's not the world we live in anymore.
Yeah.
You know, kids don't get smacked by their parents anymore, and it's not okay anymore. You smack your kid, and then they claim that you beat them.
Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, William. Good morning, David. Everybody hanging out with us in the YouTube. Welcome to Sunday Morning Meltdown. You know, we're hanging out talking about Undercover High. It's 12 minutes after 9 this beautiful Sunday, February 18th. As a matter of fact, 2 days away, you'll be able to check it out yourself. Check it out on ANETV.com, or if you have your local cable network, check out for A&E. You guys can check it out yourselves. So when we come back, we're going to pay some bills here real quick, and when we come back, we will be talking some love news, and let's see what else.
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah, sounds fun. We're going to open up the phone lines as well. You guys can call into the show, get you guys ready for this. I got something special lined up for you right now. Let's check it out. We'll be right back after this.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
From local to national, ZTPMag.com delivers it all. Raw, beautiful, and bold. Go to ZTPMag.com today. Check out info on some of your favorite music, tech, food, and rides.
ZTP Mag has it all. I mean, seriously, where else am I going to get that kind of info? Plus, it's all free at the touch of a finger on all my devices. It's like the people working for the mag understand what their viewers want and the importance of involving them.
You heard, lady.
Get over to ZTPMag.com.
Well, that was quite interesting there. A little different.
Right?
It worked last time.
Yeah,
Weird.
you know, when we're trying new things, sometimes there are technical difficulties, even if it worked the first time.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn technology.
It just goes, it looks like some technical difficulties, brother. Like, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, you're fired, sis. No, I'm just kidding. So we're hanging out here, Sunday Morning Meltdown, man, 15 after 9. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors, Photo Nation AP, Rocky XTV. Find them on youtube.com/RockyXTV for all your DIY needs on YouTube. And Fetish Cartel, check them out, fetishcartel.net. One of our brand new UK clients coming out of the UK. Pretty awesome to be able to say that our podcast is all the way over in the UK.
Right.
And Australia.
You know, I actually, speaking of that, I was looking at my stats for my Siobhan page, and I have people in Bangladesh watching me. I have people in, where else? All over the place. Like, I took a look at it the other day just to kind of see where we had people from.
I quit looking at mine because I was just getting...
Yeah,
it'll drive you nuts.
It was crazy, like all over the place. I have follows from everywhere. Like it's insane, you know. Where here we go. Pakistan, Japan, United Kingdom, Spain, Belgium, Canada, Bangladesh, like all over. So people are listening to us all over the place.
As
Literally.
I'm leaking everywhere.
Yeah, it leaked all over my hoodie, so now my hoodie's gonna smell like milk. Gross.
All right, you pervert. No, I'm kidding. Good morning, Mama Cam.
Hey, Mama.
So, we're live here, Sunday Morning Meltdown. I think, yeah. What do you think, Siobhan?
I think it's love news time, but first I'd like to give a shout out for my girl Courtney Patton. I love you. I don't know if you're actually watching the show, but you did engage with the social media there of the bulletproof backpack. So I just want to shout out to her and give her some love. Hope you and the family are well.
I think she's going to have bulletproof backpacks.
Oh, I could totally see her buying them for her kids.
The kids' stockings.
I kind of thought of her a little bit, actually.
This year's stocking stuffer is a little bit heavier than last year's.
Well, I mean, she is dating and actually now engaged to a cop, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I heard he doesn't like me.
I don't know. I think he does. I mean, he's never really met you, so how can he not like,
I don't know. Because most law enforcement meet me and don't like me off.
You just got that look. Like you're gonna fucking do something bad.
I guess.
Criminal.
I guess. I got that. I got that criminal face. Like, yeah, and then I shave. I go from criminal face to baby face.
Baby face, yeah.
Like, I need to see your ID. Like, dude, I'm just using your bathroom. I don't care. I need to see your ID. Oh man.
Oh, yeah. It's time for Love News with Siobhan.
Oh, boing. What's going on, Siobhan? What do you got for us in Love News this morning?
So, according to a new study, sexual satisfaction in your relationship makes you more likely to cheat. Right. That's what I said. So with Valentine's, and this was from a couple of days ago, but the title of it kind of prompted me. So Valentine's Day just passed. There's never been a more apt time to be cynical about romance. To help research from researchers from Florida State University have identified some of the key predictors for infidelity based on a 3-year-long analysis of the marital behaviors of 233 newlyweds. Surprisingly, they found that those who were satisfied with their sex in their relationships were more likely to cheat on their partner, possibly because they felt more positive about sex in general, the study suggests.
Cam says, okay, I'm out. That topic wants to make me puke.
Age, attractiveness, and sexual history all have a crucial part to play, too, they found. In addition to those who were sexually satisfied in their relationships, younger people and less attractive women who were also found to be more likely to be unfaithful, which is interesting to me because, nobody wants to fuck an ugly Betty. Just saying,
certain levels of alcoholic intensity.
I was gonna say, if you have enough alcohol, yeah, sure, but there's always that fat friend that nobody wants.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
There's always a duff.
I'm kidding, because there's always a fat friend on the other side that'll take the fat friend. I'm totally kidding.
Is that where the wingman came from?
Right. That's the wingman. Yeah. So the same was not true for men who were conservatively more likely to cheat when their partners were less attractive. Like I said, the researchers found that men who had a higher number of short-term sexual relations prior to marriage were less likely to stay faithful, whereas women in the same category were less likely to cheat. The research did, however, find 2 techniques which could minimize the chance of infidelity occurring: additional disengagement and evaluative devaluation of potential romantic partners. Those with higher levels of attentional disengagement, avoiding thinking about a potential romantic partner's attractiveness, and evaluative devaluation, downplaying the potential partner's attractiveness in their mind, were less likely to cheat. Both reactions minimize the risk of infidelity and consequently were predictors of relationships with a higher likelihood of succeeding. Researcher Jim McNulty said that these techniques are not innate. People are not necessarily aware of what they're doing or why they're doing it. These processes are largely spontaneous and effortless, and they may be somewhat shaped by biology or early childhood experience. But despite their innate nature, McNulty hopes that the findings could lead mental health practitioners to find practical suggestions to help people stay committed to their partners. He said a growing body of research suggests people may be able to boost their psychological ability to employ disengagement or devaluation when tempted by someone else.
Marilyn says that article doesn't have facts to support it. LMFAO.
Well, and, there's a little, 30, 40-second video that goes along with it. I didn't actually watch the video, but I'll throw this up on my page, and anybody that wants to take a look at it, then it'll be there for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I chose that because it seems a little ridiculous to me. I feel like if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. If you're not going to cheat, you're not going to cheat.
Right.
I mean, I guess there is subconscious to it, but I don't know. Studies like this I find interesting.
So what do you say to those friends that have oodles and oodles of different size batteries in their drawer when you go to their house and they have no partner? How do you justify that?
At least you don't have to have an attachment.
At least it doesn't talk back.
At least it doesn't talk back.
Right.
At least when you're done with it, you can throw it in the door and drawer and shut it up as long as it's off.
Wow. Leave it to you. So
Make
we're
sure
hanging
it doesn't
out here.
vibrate in your bag.
Right. So we're hanging out here, Sunday morning meltdown, and she's like, "You're always conscious. It's a choice."
I agree.
So, ISIS flag replaces American flag in Utah high school, and the graffiti warns on the walls of the school a potential ISIS terror attack may happen. An American flag at a Utah high school was torn down Thursday and replaced by a flag of the Islamic State militant group, also known as ISIS. The words ISIS is coming were also spray painted on the school's wall. Leading investigators believe that someone had tried to write ISIS is coming but had been forced to flee before finishing. The graffiti was removed by Washington County School District employees shortly after it was found. The ISIS flag was also removed and replaced with a new American flag. Investigators have been following leads throughout the day. And the police said classes would resume as usual. And that they did not believe the school was in any imminent danger. Police had sent a picture of the flag to the FBI for further inspection. Police in Hurricane City said they did not believe the person who hung the ISIS flag was actually affiliated with the group, but no arrests have been made yet, of course. Based on information we received from the FBI, we do not believe this act was perpetrated by someone linked to the Islamic State, the police said in a statement. ISIS frequently threatens to attack the United States and claims to have supporters operating in the country. However, most of the group's threats are never realized. Terror attacks on U.S. soil are rare, and 2016 report from the Libertarian CATO Institute determined that Americans are more likely to be buried alive or choked to death than they are to be killed in an attack by a foreign terrorist. Nonetheless, the terrorist group has increased its call for lone wolf attacks, and it suffers serious military defeats in Iraq and Syria, losing most of the territory that it previously controlled. However, the incident in Utah comes at a particularly sensitive time, following a mass shooting in a high school in Florida on Wednesday that left 17 people dead. So, the potential for an attack could be there. Mm-hmm. It could be a student. It could be anybody. I hope this isn't like the school shooting, where they get a bunch of reports and they get a bunch of facts, and they do nothing about it. And then in a couple weeks, we'll be reading about how there was something crazy that happened at Utah high school. So hopefully they catch it. Hopefully they figure it out. Crazy. So did you hear about the brawling family that got arrested? Got 23 members of their family thrown off of a Pacific cruise liner for kicking people's asses.
I think I heard something about it, but I didn't see the full story.
So Melbourne, Australia, the South Pacific cruise was interrupted by brawls apparently caused by 23 members of family who threw punches at other passengers, some of whom they said locked themselves in cabins to escape 3 days of violence. The Carnival legend arrived in its home port of Melbourne on Saturday, a day after the family was offloaded in an unscheduled stop in Eden, New South Wales in Australia. Police said that they were investigating the incident, and the operator apologized for the disruptive behavior, but the group that was removed from the cruise liner really needed to have an attitude adjustment. The big Italian family, which explains it all, spends days attacking Australians aboard the ship, with people getting strangely strangled and punched in the face. Passengers Lisa Bolitho told reporters, very violent. They were full of attacks all weekend, all 3 days of my vacation. I had to worry about if I was going to be jumped, smacked, hit, raped, or violated. She also questioned the ship's management, quoting the captain was saying, "What do you want me to do about it? Throw him overboard?" Cell phone video footage basically carried out by other visitors on the boat. Cell phone video shows that the brawl on Friday shows security guards fighting and trying to separate passengers amid shouting and kicking. And it turns out that Lisa, her son, was involved. Jared was involved. He was among those targeted and fled and locked himself in the cabin with his mother. I was watching the fight, and one guy came up to me and said, "Do you want me? Do you want to go too, bro?" He said. And that's something that Italians do say. You want to go, bro? Like that.
Right.
They
do. Come at me, bro.
Right? Come at me, dog. Come on. He said, adding the offenders were in their late teens and early 20s.
Well, that explains a
lot. My mom had to drag me away from it all. They were trying to pick up any Aussie they could find. And in some cases, literally trying to pick up any Aussie they could find. Carnival Cruise Line said it was offering guests a 25% future cruise credit as a goodwill gesture, but some passengers criticized the offer. I won't be traveling Carnival ever again, so a 25% off a future cruise in my eyes is unacceptable.
See, and this is the thing. Like, it's not their fault. What are they going to do? Like, screen every passenger they let on? No. That's not their business. Their business is cruises and taking money from people who want to go on a cruise. Like
the cruise liner said that more than 2,000 passengers was on the 10-day trip to Melbourne to New Caledonia, a French territory in the South Pacific.
Right. So of 2,000 passengers, you had this group of fucking hellions.
Yeah.
Like, really? I mean, who could have predicted that? It's not their fault.
And 23 angry Italians who have no Italian food is not good.
That's true.
Like, and I want to give a huge shout out to my dad, by the way.
But that's kind of their fault.
My dad's a second-generation Italian, so he'll be able to back me up on that.
And that's kind of their fault. If that's what it was over, like, they should have, like, looked into the menu or something.
What's going on, AJ? Good morning, James.
Do some research.
Good morning, Mr. Dave Greenberg, hanging out with us live. Good morning, sir.
So, what would you do if your wife told you she wanted to wear a vagina wig?
Is it like a skull cap?
So, I saw a vagina wig, and I had to, of course, go and look at this story.
That's going to be a new hashtag vagina wig.
So, these NYFW vagina wigs speak for themselves. So, this year's New York Fashion Week has been awash with fresh and filthy florals, statement hosieries, and quirky, unexpected hair accessories. But we're not just talking about the hair up there. On the Comedian runway, a South Korean designer who had dressed the likes of Lady Gaga and Bjork, a bevy of winged eyeliner adorned models presented the label's 2018 spring-summer collection, Oriental Garden. And while the new collection was rather flashy, think fierce studded leather blazers, iridescent raincoats, chinked at the waist and structured tulle bodysuits. We couldn't take our eyes off of what was going on right at eye level.
Good God, man.
2 words: vagina wigs.
Marilyn goes. Marilyn goes, what's a V-wig? Oh.
So also known as Merkskin, as Urban Dictionary informs us, it turns out that the spiked hair extensions, which look exactly like the mini mohawks pointing out perfectly from the crotch, were worn by prostitutes beginning in the 1600s after shaving their pubic hair for various health and maintenance reasons. And now, ladies in 2018 have made their debut during one of the world's biggest fashion events. Only this time, they've come out in a range of colors, lengths, and styles.
Dave Greenberg, he says, we just got back from Shiprocked, and it was pure harmony. Good morning, Shannon. Thanks for tuning in. Jason, he said, shave it and then put a wig on it.
So
Marilyn says, not for me. Hell nah. Good morning, Lee. How's it going, man?
According to Kamini's press release, the punk-inspired Mohawk Merkins were created to assist irregular silhouettes and to bridge the gap of hard versus soft. Dale Deplore, creative director of Perma Hair, a Sydney and New York-based luxury salon, was on hand during Kamini's NYFW show and explained the inspiration behind the vagina wigs. I know, right?
Somebody's like, I need to explain.
Because the Kaminin collection has a huge central theme of pride in your body and your sexuality, although they are not mutually exclusive, we had a lot of freedom here. Deplores tells wim.com.au. We really wanted to push the futuristic punk aesthetic of the Seasons collection, and having matching hair and merkins was perfect. We worked hard on figuring out the best way to get them made and to have them looking as natural as possible, and the results speak for themselves. They certainly do.
Yeah. Marilyn says, why would anyone want to wear that? I just don't even know.
Yeah, it doesn't even look comfortable. Like, I'm looking at the pictures here, and I'll throw this up on the Siobhan Facebook page. And everything's covered. Like, it's totally, appropriate, other than they have these ridiculous triangles of fur over their vaginas.
So it's kind of like a what's that trim that the ladies get? Brazilian wax.
Oh yeah,
it's like
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that because I've never done that. Like I'm good. I don't need to wax anything that sensitive.
Dave says, Sophie says that Siobhan, you should make one. You should get one and
wear one to the St. Patty's Day show.
Yeah. So
over my pants, mind you. It's not going scantily clad like they are.
Oh, man. Someone give a huge birthday shout out to my man, Keith C. Boyd. He is turning an unknown age today because he's smart and doesn't put his age on his Facebook page.
Right.
Emily Mae White, who's turning 43 today. And Lachelle Beal, who's turning 29 today. Happy birthday to you. And my man, Leonard Hiddle. So my man Leonard Hiddle, today's his birthday, or would have been his birthday. He passed away several years ago. If I remember correctly, he had some health issues. I believe he was in his mid-20s when he passed away. Thoughts and prayers to him and his family this year. It's probably he left 2 kids behind. So probably one of the strongest days. I know it never gets easier, but we love you so much, man, and we miss you. So hopefully your family's listening today, and you guys know how loved you guys are.
I've said this to many people over the course of the years, and it never, no matter how many years pass, it never gets easier when you lose someone. You just learn how to cope better.
Yep. Man, it's crazy. All right, guys. Well, when we come back, it is 9:36. We got douchebag criminals coming up. We're going to pay some bills, get some stuff taken care of. We'll be right back after this, guys.
The Old Bag of Nails, located in Gahanna at 63 Mill Street off of Hamilton Road and Granville Street in the Creekside Plaza, offers you the best in fried fish, along with mouth-watering soups and salads, and the best sandwiches and steaks in Central Ohio. You're guaranteed to leave satisfied and wanting more. So take it from us at The Score. If you're looking for the best fried fish and the finest burgers and steaks, visit the friendly folks, the Old Bag of Nails, 63 Mill Street in Gahanna in the Creekside Plaza, or give them a call at 614-337-9430. That's 614-337-9430.
Nightwolf Concert Promotions proudly presents St. Patty's Day Music Showcase 2018, Saturday, March 17th at the Alrosa Villa, featuring Infidel, X Factor 1, Dread Engine, Jaw Dust, Pay the Toll, and Groot. Not only is it St. Patrick's Day, but it's Infidel's CD release show. Tickets $10 in advance, $12 at the door. Doors open at 6 p.m., all age.
Hey, do you have a job that requires a trucking company? Here at Manessi Trucking and Repair, Manessi specializes in hauling, such as gravel, asphalt, and dirt. There's no job too big or too small. Here at Manessi, we have over 40 trucks to serve your hauling needs. Also, during the 27 years of being in business, Manessi specializes in repairing heavy and light-duty equipment, any engine size from a pickup truck to a D9 dozer. Broke down? Here at Manessi, they also make service calls. Get you up and running again. Give Don or Brian Manessi a call at 614-921-9183 or stop by at 1715 Atlas Street in Columbus off of Tradeview or at ManessiTrucking.com. Remember, needy material hauled or equipment fixed, give a call to Manessi Trucking and Repair.
Hey guys, Josh from the Sunday Morning Meltdown here. Music Familia Productions is always looking for new sponsors for the shows. For more information, go to musicfamiliaproductions.com. If you have any specific questions or requests, send your emails to musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com. From all of us here at Music Familia Productions, we thank you for your continued support.
For more raw, beautiful, bold, head over to ztpmagazine.com. For more raw, beautiful, bold, head over to ztpmagazine.com.
For the finest in Asian cooked cuisine food, visit the Rice Kitchen Asian Cuisine. Conveniently located in Columbus at 3976 Alum Creek Drive, they offer the finest in dining in a friendly and cozy environment. Every dish includes the freshest and finest picked ingredients cooked to your liking while providing the healthiest, most nutritious foods. The staff at Rice Kitchen takes pride in knowing every patron is satisfied and comfortable. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 11 Friday and Saturday, and 3:30 to 9 on Sunday. Visit them at 3976 Alum Creek Drive or give them a call at 614-491-8252.
Strapped for cash? Everything Goes wants to sell you quality merchandise at 50% to 75% off retail price. Everything Goes Resale will purchase your items if they are in good condition, whether it's new or used furniture, small or large appliances, electronics, jewelry, tools, or anything that you have sitting around your house. If you are in need of quality items in your home or apartment, they've got it. Located at 5105 East Main Street. Store hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. You can call them at 614-864-GOES or find them online at everythinggoes.biz. Mention squirrelnair.com and you'll receive an additional 10% off all retail. So if you are in need of cash or if you would like to purchase quality furniture, home decor, etc. at 50% to 75% off retail, then Everything Goes is your answer. Again, their number is 614-864-4637 and are located at 5105 East Main Street, Columbus, Ohio. Everything Goes Resale, serving your buying and selling needs. See Tony, and don't forget to mention Squirrel on Air for an additional 10% off all retail.
Good morning, Music Familia. Welcome back to the show, hanging out live. Ant-Man and Siobhan. What's going on, Siobhan?
Hey, y'all.
So, I was watching my ever-vesently popular device here, my iPad. Thank you. Anybody who hasn't had a chance to get the new iPad Pro, I urge you to do so.
It's like the best thing in the world.
It's like almost 13 inches of goodness. It's like 12.9, but who's counting, right? So I was looking at Billboard.com, and I love finding out music stuff. I love checking out old school stuff. I'm a music history fanatic as far as old school stuff goes. I'm an 80s kid, so I feel like I'm obligated to know where I've been before I figure out where I'm going. And Cher in Sonny's former house is at the center of an alleged Ponzi scheme. 2 years, that's all it took for luxury brokerage firm Mercer Vine to establish itself as a major player in LA's cutthroat luxury real estate market. 8-figure listings, pedigree listings like Marilyn Monroe's former home in Brentwood. The 55-agent boutique brokerage firm claimed it had breached a $1 billion mark in sales volume in 2017. But after allegations emerged last year that the firm's financier was running a $1 billion Ponzi scheme, it took less than a month for the company to shut its doors. It was a stunning fall from a firm that pledged its mission statement to innovate the industry while staying true to our core set of values. In December, the Securities and Exchange Commission sued the Woodbridge Group of investment companies and its owner, Robert H. Shapiro, for allegedly running a $1.2 billion Ponzi scheme that bilked more than 8,400 investors from 2012 to 2017. Shapiro was the backer behind Mercer Vine and the December 20th suit. The SEC named the firm a relief defendant, hinting that the SEC may go after the agency if it finds that it profited from the Woodbridge's alleged fraud. Just months after it launched in 2016, Mercer Vine grabbed headlines for representing Shapiro in the $90 million purchase of Owlwood Estate, a 12,200 square foot property at 141 South Carrollwood Drive, which was once owned by Tony Curtis and later by Sonny and Cher. Now, at the time, it was the second priciest residential sale in the LA history, behind the Playboy Mansion, of course. What was even more astounding was that Shapiro and Mercer Vine relisted Owlwood a mere 9 months later for $180 million without having done a single lick of work on the estate. Mercer Vine founding partner Adam Rosenfeld also was named one of THR's top agents in 2017 and was the listings agent on Owlwood. More recently, Rosenfeld and fellow founder Kyle Geese were the buyer's agents on the sale of Megan Ellison's One Electric Court above the Sunset Strip that sold for $35.7 million in September. Mercer Vine also was one of the several listing agents on 514 South Maple Drive, which is known as the Manor. And you're from California, so you might have driven by some of these places or even know some of these places.
Yeah, some of those sound familiar, to say the least.
The French Chateau-style mansion with 123 rooms was built in 1988 by Aaron and Candy Spelling. Obviously, that's Aaron. 90210, Aaron Spelling, that's her parents. And it's on the market right now for $200 million. And calls to Rosenfeld seeking comment were not returned, of course. It's really sad, and I feel awful for those people, says a consultant who had done regular work with Mercer Vine. They were trying to build something that was legitimate, and they got duped. Over the past few weeks, the entire team of former Mercer Vine agents has scattered to other brokerage firms and are leaving it all behind them. How would that make you feel, Siobhan, if you were to put spend $200 million for a mansion, you move in and you find out that there was not a lick of work done, but you still paid that $200 million?
I would be absolutely furious. And that's just a start.
That's just a start.
Then I'd be calling my $1.2 million an hour lawyer to fix things.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh.
So what do you got for us?
All right, so I've got a couple of douchebag criminals for everyone today. And in light of the reboot of Roseanne, I happened to stumble across this, and I'm going to throw it up on my Facebook page.
Oh, no.
So Roseanne Barr says, we're lucky to have Trump as a president. So if anyone is interested in reading that article, there's also a video clip that goes with it of her speaking about it. So I'm going to throw that up on my page for people to take a look at if they so desire. But I love Roseanne, and so I just kind of had to,
March
throw that
27th. I believe March 27th.
It is. It does not say in here, of course. It's a really short article, but March 27th at.
It's on the original station, on the original channel that it was on.
So it says the Roseanne reboot premieres March 27th, and then the 2020 episode, which you and I both watched, I know from talking to you, Roseanne the Return, it premiered on the 15th at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So I'll throw that up there. But so our douchebag criminals of the day. So this first one, it's gonna be kind of a. If you're squirmish, if you're not a fan of bugs, then you may want to step away for a second.
I think I can hear the duck screaming as we speak.
Because this one's got some bugs in it. So, and I guess in a sense you can decide whether the bugs or the landlord are the douchebag criminal. I guess that's going to be up to the person listening to decide, really. But a diplomat was chased out of an apartment by roaches, according to a suit.
Huh.
Which is just ridiculous to me. Just so we're clear. Like, they're roaches. Come on. Just step on them and kill them. Yeah, there's, they multiply like mice, but come on. So not even the most diplomatic statesman could make peace with this vermin. An ambassador from St. Lucia was forced to abandon his Manhattan apartment because the landlord wouldn't get rid of the roaches and rodents living there, according to the lawsuit. Cosmos Richardson, the permanent representative to the United Nations of the island nation, rented the East 36th Street pad in April for $6,500 a month, but within weeks had encountered cockroaches and complained of needed repairs to the landlord. 126 East 36th Street LLC, he said in the court papers. This is where he would entertain other ambassadors and dignitaries from other sovereign territories as part of his duties. So this was an extension of his office, so to speak, Attorney Roger Archbold said. But efforts to get rid of the rodents over a period of several months were ineffective, and Richardson was forced to relocate to a rental that cost $7,500 a month, so a whole nother $1,000 a month. According to the Manhattan Supreme Court claim. The government of St. Lucia is suing for $45,000, and the landlord says the building is regularly treated by an exterminator, and there have been no other complaints.
Wow. I want to give a huge shout out to Carla Williams joining us this morning. She says, "Morning, Ant-Man and company. Sorry I'm late. I'm finally enjoying a relaxing morning." So that's awesome.
Good for you.
And good morning, Tammy. How you doing this morning?
Everyone deserves one. Everyone deserves a relaxing morning every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Tammy. Thank you for joining us this morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Meltdown. We got 10 minutes left of the show, and Dave Mosley said it's not like he couldn't move, right?
Right. That's, I mean, like, I don't know. I get the whole, like, there's roaches in my apartment, and you need to fix the issue because I'm paying $6,500 a month in rent. But there are ways to go, like, you can put your money in escrow. There are so many, or not escrow, but maybe it is escrow.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I haven't lived in an apartment in a while. But yeah, I mean, there are things you can do so that the landlord doesn't get your money. So, or just, move, because you can vacate a lease because of things like that. So,
I found this article that goes with our school shooting story earlier in the show. Why most Americans can buy AR-15s before they can even have their first beer.
Huh.
So I posted that on the Sunday Morning Meltdown show. I will actually share that again to my public page, the page that all my fans are watching on now. I will share that to there so you guys can check that out. But Yeah.
Yeah, on that, actually, after they said that he legally purchased it, I don't know why I thought this, but for some reason in my head, I thought that, like, you should be 21 to be able to buy a gun, just like you should be 21 to drink. I don't know why I thought that, but
Guys to be this tall or ride this
you know,
ride.
in that day, in that moment, for some reason, I thought that, and my aunt goes, no, just 18, and I was like, God, that's fucking stupid. And she goes, yep.
Yeah.
And mind you, she is a retired Columbus officer. So, yeah. All kinds of views and opinions on things from her. But moving on. So, this next one is, I'm probably going to catch some shit for, but the reason she makes our douchebag criminal list is because of the fact that she broke a protection order and then chose to do what she did. Before I read this, because I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, that's not it, you know. All right. So apparently a mom fell to her death from an apartment window, but this is the backstory. So a 30-year-old woman who barged into her kid's father's Harlem apartment on Saturday, which, mind you, by doing so, she was violating an order of protection, plunged to her death from the 5th floor window just as cops arrived, according to the police. She entered the apartment on Lenox Avenue around noon, prompting the man's roommate to call the police. As cops entered, the woman suddenly went out the window. Cops do not believe she was pushed. The children, 10 and 11, were in the apartment at the time, but it's unclear if they witnessed their mom's death plunge. So, to me, this says, I know I'm not supposed to be here. You called the cops. I'm just going to jump out the window instead.
Yeah.
So that is why she made our douchebag criminals, just so we're clear. Because your kids were in the apartment on top of things.
Wow.
Yeah. Not okay.
So,
like, violating a protection order is number one, not okay. And then to jump out a window with your kid, like, really?
So I also want to post this up because this just posted. I'm going to post this on Sunday Morning Meltdown, Siobhan. So it turns out the House actress Charlene Yee accuses Marilyn Manson of harassment following concert meltdown.
Oh.
So Marilyn Manson is now under scrutiny for being a douche.
Well, I knew eventually somebody would try to get someone like him on something. You know, it's kind of inevitable.
Marilyn says the poor children.
That's my point. Like, you weren't obviously thinking of your children. Whatever your reason was for going to the apartment, you were clearly not thinking of your children when you did this.
Rocky X, he says it's 18 for rifles and 21 for handguns.
That's why I was thinking that.
Photo Nation AP says, been up since 8:45, but I didn't come to life until after I had my coffee 3 minutes ago. Rocky X also goes on, he says, sorry, 18 for rifles, shotguns, black powder, and archery, 21 for handguns.
Yeah, so I wasn't completely wrong.
No.
Okay, so then, so I was just, not remembering correctly which ones were which.
Right.
Or assuming that it was all.
Yep.
All right, so our douchebag criminal of the day. A teacher who was busted half naked with a student in her car, according to the cops.
He's earning the grades. Back off. Gotta earn those A's, just like Ludacris said. Whips in chains, smack a little booty up with my belt. Scream help. Sorry. Couldn't
anyways.
help it. Sorry. Couldn't help it.
So a South Carolina teacher faces charges after she was busted half naked in public with a student, according to officials. Elizabeth Heaton Taylor, a Greer High School educator, was arrested Thursday evening when she was caught with the teen in a vehicle, news station WYFF reported. The 27-year-old biology teacher is accused of having at least 2 sexual encounters with the student, according to authorities. Deputies say they discovered Taylor partially undressed with the teen Thursday inside a Ford Explorer parked suspiciously in Simpsonville. During the investigation, she initially gave deputies a fake name, according to officials. Taylor was booked at Greenville County Detention Center on charges for sexual battery with a student between 16 and 17 years old. and giving false information to police. She is being held on a $10,250 bond. Greenville County school officials said that Taylor was let go Friday from the district, according to the Greenville News.
So when she, it's funny. Like, I wonder when they set bails for these people, like,
that's a lot of money.
Where do you?
I mean, part of it is the falsification of information.
Well, no,
that's a big charge.
My thing is $10,250, as if $250
is going to make the difference.
Damn difference.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I think it's just about like, hey, we know you're not going to be able to pay it, but we're going to make it more just because we can. And, because she's a student or she's a teacher. And, let's be honest, teachers don't get a lot. Like, teachers are very grossly underpaid.
I know teachers that are buying their own supplies to take care of their kids.
Oh, no, they have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tax write-off at the end of the year, yes, because it's part of your job. However, in that moment when you have to, I mean, my sister.
So are teachers $10.99 then?
I don't know. I'd have to ask my sister. My oldest sister is a teacher, and I love you, Katie, if you're listening. But yeah, she's a teacher, and she has to buy all of her own supplies, and she writes them off and everything like that. But it is rough because in those months where you're out on break, you don't have a paycheck coming in, and so teachers are grossly underpaid for everything that they have to put up with and endure from students. Absolutely grossly underpaid.
It's freaking nuts, man.
But yeah, so Miss Elizabeth Heaton Taylor, you are the douchebag criminal of the day here on Sunday Morning Meltdown, presented by Music Familia Productions.
Hey, good morning, Karen and Bob. Hope you guys are having a great morning. Thank you, Tammy, for sharing our video. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. So, man, 2 minutes in front of 10 o'clock. So we're going to be doing some adventures today. I can't wait. Me and my wife are going to the sack place. Oh, have you guys seen this? The sackable, or the it's like a sectional.
The love sack. The love sack couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband and I are looking at them.
Sectional. Yeah, it took me a minute to get the wording down. Sectional, but I think it's pretty fun, man. So we're gonna go check it out. Hopefully you guys are having a great day out there, man. I know that it's going to be 70 degrees in 3 days, and we're 29 away from spring. 29. Almost.
It's crazy.
We're almost there, people. Almost. That damn groundhog screwed us. I know he did. So, anyway. So what's going on, guys? We are getting ready to get out the door, man. Hopefully you guys had a great day. Photo Nation AP, one of my sponsors. I love you. Thank you, sir, for doing all your hard work. I got to get with you. I was supposed to get a hold of him yesterday, and the baby's teething really bad. And like 100-something fever, and wouldn't stop crying, wouldn't stop wailing, wouldn't stop being a baby.
Well, your wife said too, because your wife's really big about trying to get the most natural options and the safest options and things like that because of everything the baby went through.
I love her for that, but fuck her because she has no idea.
And so apparently, her and I were talking, and apparently, now mind you, it didn't take any skin off your teeth because she accidentally and unintentionally.
Oh, don't do it. Don't.
I mean, it happens. We've all forgotten to pay for something, and it was in the bottom of the cart, and then you realize it when you get out the door, and you're like, well. Shit. So she accidentally and unintentionally did not pay for the Tylenol. But it wasn't Tylenol brand. It was Little Remedies that was all natural and, safe. And
all naturally tastes and smells like shit.
And apparently the baby did not like it. So she felt like an ass because she got it. Not only did she not pay for it by accident, but then the baby didn't even like it. So she couldn't even return it because she accidentally didn't pay for it because it was underneath the box of diapers. And she was so exhausted. She's like, I'm not going back in.
Oh, by the way, honey, I swiped this shit.
I mean, at least you guys weren't out money for that. But yeah, so apparently she texted me this morning and was like, I can't fucking believe this. I'm going at like 7 o'clock in the morning to buy Tylenol because she won't fucking take it.
Yeah. Tammy, everybody, Marilyn, Carla, everybody who was listening, hanging in on Facebook Live, thank you so much for being a part of it. Tammy, thank you for sharing. She says,
absolutely.
She says, cool show. Thank you so much. If this is your first time, we graciously appreciate your support. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. At this time, I want you guys to know, man, thank you, Charlie Evans. You have a great week as well, sir. I just want everybody to know, man, local businesses, if you guys know a business, if you guys are in promoting, if you guys are in the music industry, we want to hear from you guys. We have affordable advertising here at MFP. We do commercial ads and a bunch more. If you guys have any questions, concerns, you can reach out, AntmanVS@musicfamiliaproductions.com. And you guys can do Siobhan MFP at musicfamiliaproductions.com for all that stuff. Also, Photo Nation AP. If you guys contact my man Dave Sheets, Photo Nation AP, directly through social media, you can use the hashtag AntmanVS or hashtag SMM for your opportunity to be able to get some money off. So, sorry. What's going on, Tommy? I do apologize, Tommy. I was reading the screen like far away. I'm sitting pretty far back from the screen, so I apologize for that. That's a free dick punch when you see me out in the show.
That's where you make the screen bigger. Oh, wait, you can't. It's Facebook.
Right. Yeah. Facebook won't let me increase the size. Ugh. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just increase the size of... Anyway. All right. So anyway.
Let's not go there.
We're not going to go there. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here, get ready for an awesome day. Hopefully, you and yours are going to have an awesome day. Make sure you guys go over to musicfamiliaproductions.com, subscribe to the channel. We are looking for new subscribers, new everything, man. Be sure to watch the website. Things are going to be changing here. And tune in on Thursdays. You guys can be part of the music show, Ant-Man VS, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you guys know bands who deserve opportunities to be interviewed or be part of the action, send them my way. We want to see who's all out there. And I want to give a huge shout-out to the UK. I want to give a huge shout-out to our partners in crime, Fetish Cartel, Photo Nation AP, Rocky X TV. Find Rocky on YouTube, youtube.com/RockyXTV for all your DIY needs. Carla Williams, you guys have a great day. Thank you for everything you do for the scene. You're the best. And Septic Flesh, Dark Funeral at the Alrosa Villa, March 5th. Courtesy of CEG. Get your tickets now. So make sure you guys can get out there. We do shout-outs, by the way, so you guys can be part of that. So thank you guys for joining the show, man. We are out the door. Siobhan, have a great week.
You too.
Ugh.
Everyone watching, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Yay!